My dinner in the oven, so I decided to make a quick little crisp to go in, and we can have a dessert with tonight's casserole dinner. So I got all my ingredients out for my quick and easy and delicious, I might add, dessert tonight. And it doesn't take much ingredients, and I'm going to try to just use 2 dishes to make this crisp, I call it. And you can use a variety of different things in it. Make it your own. If you don't like what I use, then substitute it with something that you do. So tonight's dessert is going to be a fruit crisp. So let's flour it up. Okay, so for my crisp tonight, I need flour, sugar, some oats, some melted butter, some salt. I did find these berries in the freezer. It was a full sandwich bag. I was just using it in my smoothies, and this is all I have left from last year's garden. And I know I have some blueberries in the freezer somewhere, but I can't find them. So I think I'm just gonna go with good old standby canned. I could go downstairs and get some home canned pie filling or some fruit, but I think I'll leave that for fresh eating. Well, sort of fresh eating. And you can use any of them or a combination of them if you want. I think I'm going to use cherry tonight and save the rest for later. And I'm just got a small 8x8. I think this is, I'm not sure. I think this is an 8x8 Pyrex dish. I usually use my 9x13, but I thought I would go a little smaller tonight because I want to be quick about it. So you don't have to do this, but I do this. I put the cherry pie filling into my pan, and I'm just gonna zhuzh it up a little bit. This is Chinese 5 spice, and then in the corner here I've got a bit of lemon juice, and all I'm gonna do is mix it right in here. And you can put cinnamon. Sometimes I put cinnamon. I might just do a dash of cinnamon as well. I'm just gonna mix it right in the bottom of my pan here. Okay, so I have my filling in the bottom, and I did add some vanilla to it. So the vanilla, the 5 spice, and the lemon juice, I did add that to it. And I'm gonna do everything right in this measuring cup. I'm not gonna make the full recipe, even though I will put the full recipe in the description box below. I'm gonna make not quite, a little bit more than half. This recipe is very forgiving. So I'm doing a little more than half, but not quite a full recipe because I'm not using a 9x13. So I'm gonna put everything, turn this around so I can see, everything right in here. I've melted my butter, and now I'm just going to use my oats. Like I said, I'm not doing quite the full recipe, but because I'm not using the same size pan that I would normally do. So in goes my oats. Now for my flour, I am using the side. In goes my all-purpose flour, and that's what I'm using, all-purpose flour. In goes my flour. Just measuring this a little bit more. Okay. Yep, that's where I want to be for the flour. In goes my flour. Now my sugar. Now I'm going to use 2 different sugars. It calls for white sugar as well as brown sugar. So in goes my white sugar, which is kind of lumpy. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use cinnamon sugar. I'll be sifting in my vanilla sugar. As you can see, it still has the vanilla beans in it. That's why I'm sifting it out, and it's quite lumpy. But that is my cinnamon sugar. Let's see if I put in enough, and I did. Now I'm going to put in my brown sugar. Just measuring in my brown sugar, which is going to be a little difficult because it came out in a clump. What I'm going to do is just spread it over. I just want to measure. It doesn't have to be exact, like I said. This is just a little bit more. This recipe is very forgiving. You can adjust it how you like it to your taste. That's about right. Yep. I've got all my layers in, as you can see. And now the last thing to do is my salt. And I'm gonna put that right on top. My salt right in. And I'm just going to stir it up. Use that same spatula I used for the fruit portion. and I'm just going to get it mixed up. Okay, so there it is, all mixed up, ready to go. And I'm just going to pour it over. Spread it along. I want to break that. That's a piece of brown sugar I'm just going to break up. It will melt because actually sugar is considered a wet ingredient because it will melt. Just going to spread it over, and it's that quick and easy. Pop it in the oven with our dinner and it will be ready in the same time. 3 little dishes that, well, not even 2 dishes, and my spatula that I dirtied up to make dessert. And then I'm just going to put it in the oven and let it bake with our casserole. And that's easy as that. Flour it up, and there it is in the oven, ready to bake. That's probably gonna be ready before the casserole is, but that's okay. We'll cool while the casserole's finished, and then when we eat, it'll be ready to serve after we eat. Okay, so here's my dinner casserole out of the oven, and my cherry crisp is cooling. So we'll have it for dinner. Well, we'll have it for dessert after this. So here is my quick and easy dessert out of the oven. It is still bubbling away, and I'm gonna let it cool, and we'll have it after dinner for dessert. Quick, easy, and simple. Yep, this is my cherry crisp. Flour it up. With this dessert, you can change it up to whatever fruits or berries you and your family like. This is so versatile. It can be changed up to be so many different things. It can be done over a campfire if you have a Dutch oven. It can also be done in a sun oven if you have that. It's so easy and versatile. If you're out camping, it's easy to just throw together. And I've done it several different ways. And tonight was just happened to be cherry. I happen to love apple, but this can be done so many different ways. So I hope you try it. And how will you flour it up? So once it cooled, I served it up with some vanilla caramel swirl ice cream, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.